Yo.
What's up, all you bullshitters out there? Welcome to I'm a Little Buzz, the show where we bring a little life to business.
Hey, I'm Rob Sugar, and my freaking allergies are killing me.
And I'm Al Kutri, and I was not planned.
And I'm John. And I'm John Timmerman. And peanut butter and American cheese is actually a good combination for a sandwich.
Wow. Okay.
Al, let's get that music down a little bit, shall we?
Down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. Let's rock that intro again, shall we? Yeah. I don't know if anybody could hear it.
Too loud? Was I getting too loud?
I don't know. I think it was too. It was super loud in my earphones.
Smash it.
Bam. Oh, let's do that again. Here we go. What's up, all you know bullshitters out there? Welcome to I'm a Little Buzz, the show where we bring a little life to business.
I'm Rob Sugar, and my allergies are still killing me.
And again, I am Al Kutri, and I was not planned.
I'm still laughing at I thought you weren't done, and I'm like, nope, that was it.
Like my existence wasn't planned.
And I'm John Timmerman, and peanut butter and American cheese is actually a delicious combination on sandwiches. And we are the founders of NoBull Digital Workshop on September 17th, 2020, and NoBull 2020 2.0 presented by Bankers Healthcare Group on April 8th, 2021. If you like Gary Vaynerchuk, you better go to nobull2020.com for more details because it's going to be banging.
Yes.
Today is Wildcard Sunday. What is Wildcard, you ask? Every Sunday, the three of us discuss life and business, balance between the two. But the real kicker in today's show is our charity trivia segment in which the three of us answer trivia questions in an effort to raise money for charity we are passionate about. The key word there is effort, because it's been pretty tough for us to answer questions correctly in the past 2 Sundays or so.
The title of today's show is Did We Get Smarter?
Lots of question marks after that title.
No. Yeah, suck.
Answer's usually no. Correct. And Rob, who is today's charity?
All right, so this is super cool. This is kind of in our family wheelhouse because my son's going to school for this. But today's charity is Black Girls Code. So Black Girls Code is devoted to showing the world that Black girls can code and do so much more, basically by reaching out to the community through workshops, after-school programs. Black Girls Code introduces computer coding lessons to young girls from underrepresented communities in programming languages such as Scratch or Ruby on Rails. Black Girls Code has set out to prove the world that the girls of every color have the skills to become programmers of tomorrow. So by promoting classes and programs, they hope to basically grow the number of women of color working in technology and give underprivileged girls a chance to become the masters of their technological worlds. Their ultimate goal is to provide African-American youth with skills to occupy some of the 1.4 million computer jobs opening expected to be available in the U.S. by 2020 and train 1 million girls by 2040. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Also, for those of you who want more information, blackgirlscode.com. That's where you can get the info. Al, you got some announcements for us? Your favorite part.
I do. I do have some announcements for you. I'm trying to find a particular song that I want to pop up, and the computer is just being very slow. So I'm just going to move on with my life here. But this is the part of the show where I tell you the weekly sponsor, and then you, in your own world, decide if I made it up or if it's real. And no one ever knows because nobody ever asks and I never tell. So you decide whether this is real or this is fake, and you can Google it or do whatever you want. Oh, here we go. This is exactly what I want.
He's looking for his jam.
Bear with me, because I'm all about the music tonight.
Yeah, we got that from the opening.
Except for when he has to
so
play.
Sorry about that. I was just smashing you guys.
I was like waiting for it to fade off, and I'm like, nope, he's going all the way through.
Can you hear this?
Yeah. Good. Yeah, maybe go down a little.
Yes. All right. This week's sponsor is Walk This Way, America's first and only Aerosmith-themed Chinese buffet featuring entertainment by Steven Tyler.
Real. I go real. That's too genius to not be real.
So anyway, Walk This Way, America's first and only Aerosmith-themed Chinese restaurant featuring live entertainment by Steven Tyler. So you guys decide on that.
Real. 100% real.
Okay. The next important message always is tickets to our event, which is NoBull 2020 2.0, which has been bumped to April, the next April. So obviously, you know the reasons why we bumped it. But tickets to that event, nobull2020.com. If you want a free ticket and you want some wine. Oh, wow, that took a long time. Everything's inverse. And you want some wine, go to empathywines.com. NoBull 2020 is the promo code. Type the code in, buy a 12-pack of wine. Boom. Free front section premier seating to the event. NoBull 2020 2.0, April 8th, Thursday, April 8th. And then there's a free event that's happening, NoBull Digital Workshop, and that's on September 17th. And that's free to everyone. Anyone that already has tickets to our event will get a special VIP after party type situation online. We'll be hosting it via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So that's going to be super, super cool.
Jake comments, bigger and better. That's right, Jake.
That's right, buddy.
NoBull 2020 2.0, bigger, better.
Better. Yeah, bigger, better, better.
Maybe we change our tagline.
Maybe we do. And then
bigger, better, better.
Tactical, practical. As
that's the digital workshop.
Digital workshop is all tactical, practical.
Holy shit,
and,
guys.
There are going to be two fantastic events, so don't miss those. September 17th, and then April 8th is the live event at the On Center, Syracuse, New York. So that's the big announcements.
Awesome. Now is the time when all of you out there, hopefully you're drinking something that makes you happy. Could be water.
Amen.
If you're, in Arizona or somewhere that's like 100 degrees. Could be wine if you're like me. Could be Rob. Bourbon. Oh, there he is. He's got the bourbon. I might have to drink bourbon with you on Sundays also. I might do wine for the guests. Bourbon for the boys.
Oh.
Yeah. I was feeling like a little Woodford tonight. So
Sundays are for the boys.
Cheers, boys.
So cheers to life, love, a little bit of laughter, and tearaway pants. Yeah.
Wow, that was my sounds are all off tonight.
I mean, that sounded great.
That one. So that's we should end the show now.
It sounded great. Here, we'll cheers again to that.
Yeah, holy cow.
Al was too busy.
Cheers.
Popping himself in
the face.
In the face. So hopefully all of you out there are enjoying something that makes you happy.
That gives me heartburn.
By the way, I think you missed the cheers because Al was popping himself in the face.
Okay.
Cheers to life, love, a little bit of laughter, and tearaway pants. Why did we not coordinate to have tearaway pants?
I still got some.
All together on this show. We could have stood up, whipped them off. Cheers.
Oh, God.
Done.
The only problem with the tearaway pants is they were so much work to snap back together.
Oh, they came off in 0.5 seconds, but
and
went back on in 5 minutes.
Don't ever put them on again. I had to hire somebody to can you go snap those back and take an hour to put them back together?
You actually know what I did? I was so lazy that I would tear them off. It'd be like over my football pads or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'd snap just the top and like the middle ones.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd walk away.
Totally.
That was it. I'm like, I can't deal with all these snaps.
Oh, it's a pain in the ass. But anyway, cheers to that.
I think next Sunday, tear off pants and a little sex.
Wow.
Oh.
Are we really going there?
This is going to be an X-rated.
Tearaway pants.
Facebook might ban us.
A little sex.
We're going to get banned. Nobody wins there. I'm leaving my pants on.
It actually, Facebook's like transcribing all this text right now. And they're like, tearaway pants and a little sex.
No.
Sacks, Facebook. We said sacks with an A.
A phone.
All right, let's get into the meat of our show here. Well, it's kind of split into two parts. We have the Founders Q&A. So if this is your first Sunday, this is the opportunity where you can learn a little bit more about us, the three founders of the NoBull brand, what we do in our personal lives, who we are, how we think, which is not super clear at this point. But you can learn a little bit more about us. We ask each other questions. So the three of us ask each other questions about life and business. You're more than welcome to put some questions of your own into the chat,
Yes.
and we'll pull them in. But then the awesome part is the end of the show. Like we said, trivia. We will answer trivia questions for every question that we get right. We donate $5 to the charity of the night, and today's charity is, as Rob said, Black Girls Code. So, without further ado, let's get into the founder Q&A.
I
Question.
got some good questions.
You got some questions? Go lead it off. Hit it off.
Rob,
Are you guys ready?
lead it off. Let's
I'm
go.
going
I'm ready.
I'm going deep tonight, so
I love it.
here we go. First up, this one's for Al.
Mm,
You ready, bro?
yes.
All right. What famous person or organization would you love to play for, and what will you do to accomplish that?
Oh my gosh.
How are you going to get there?
Boy, maybe start with what's your favorite
Jack
color?
Andy tonight. Deep thoughts, baby.
Deep thoughts. Okay. I'm like, as in playing music or
Yep,
what?
and your music. So famous or person or an organization. Who would it be, and what are you going to do to get there, to get that job done?
That is a boy, Rob. Are you kidding me with this? This is such a deep.
Told you I was going deep tonight.
Gosh. First cut is the deepest. I want to play for Kid Rock. And how I'm going to get there is just pretty much ask him because, so let's see. Put it this way. I want to play at this point. I would play for any. That's a tough. I can't say any. Right now, I want to play for a country act, honestly, because country acts are adding horns like you wouldn't believe. It's a very underserved horn market.
Awesome.
Toby Keith was one of the first guys to really start adding horns, but now it's very popular for country acts to have horn sections, and that's a new thing. And the market's pretty, it's pretty open.
Okay.
So
I feel like you could experiment too, because there's no real way to do it.
Right. So it's like it's very open, and a lot of guys are into that. So what I would do, and I've already actually started doing that, is I've got a couple of contacts in Nashville and friends that already play in the circuit, and I've been asking them what's the in here, right? Like what's the play? How do you? And the answer is, like everything else, it's all about who you know and getting a friend of a friend to get you in with the friend to get you to wherever, and just knowing your shit. So that's what I would do, and that's what I am doing, and it's just a matter of time before you hit the right contact, and they're like, okay, I'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Anybody in
Time
particular?
What?
Anybody in particular?
I don't know. I don't know right now. Not anybody in particular. Any major country act that either doesn't currently have horns or is going to add them for like a live tour type situation.
Cool.
And in fact, is it Thomas Rhett? I think.
I don't know. I just named somebody who's
I think
really
it's him, but
hot right now.
I talked to his horn player and asked like how he got the gig, and he literally said like I didn't even plan on it. I didn't want anything to do with it. I didn't even know it existed. Somebody like recommend, it was just a who you knew type situation.
Cool.
So that was it. Sorry for the long-winded question.
No, details, baby. That's what this one's all about. Rob, I got a question for you.
Fire.
What things do you splurge on financially, and what do you stay more cost conscious on?
Cost conscious. I think we're pretty cost conscious on food. So it's quality, but I'll split up my shopping run over probably 3 stores to get what we want. So we usually buy decent quality, like organic stuff. But we'll go and get wherever we can to get the best price on them because it costs more than your regular produce.
Mhm.
Splurge would be shoes for me.
Oh, you got some hot shoes too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got some nice. Don't you have Cole Haans? You have a pair of Cole Haans, don't you?
Yeah, that, and I've got a few other different brands. But usually usually that's where I'll go because I'm on my feet a lot and it's important. So I want them to look good, but also be comfortable. And for what I'm paying, they should last a long time.
Question: where do you keep all your shoes?
They are in a couple places. So most of them are under the dressers in the room, in the bedroom.
Mhm.
So that, and then depending on what time of year it is, I'll put them into hanger bags. So now the summer shoes are out; those go away because I don't want them getting trashed with snow and salt and stuff like that.
One of my best friends, I remember in high school, big shoe guy, went over to his house, his mom's house, and I walk in the garage, and there's literally, you guys haven't been in our warehouse to see like
Never.
the Jackson Jovi. Okay, so there's shelves in here with tons of jeans.
Right. Yep.
Just a whole wall of like maybe 2 or 3 shelves in a row that just had all of his shoe boxes on it, just shoes. He'd wear them and always keep them back in the same original shoe boxes. Yeah.
Literally my dream. If I ever make it big in this world, I will have an entire room dedicated to sneakers.
Shoes.
Yeah, I
That's
think
big. That's big business now. Sneakerheads, like
Huge.
literally, people make a living.
Mhm.
I mean, there's big hundreds of thousands of dollars just off trading sneakers.
Yeah, I
Just off buying and flipping them, as Gary says.
crazy.
the flip arbitrage or whatever. It's
That's right.
What do you got?
All right, mine are not nearly. I'm going to start easy. I'm going to go with, for both of you, this is so easy. God, I feel like an idiot. Favorite movie and why?
Ooh.
That's so funny. I have a very similar question.
Yes.
So for me, it's first one that always comes into my head is Braveheart.
Okay.
Great movie.
All right. So here's my my deep answer to a not so deep question. So my belief is that, and this is not to be sexist, this is just, it is what it is. So my belief is that we as men, we're not placed here on this earth to, grind it out for 40, 50, 60 hours a week. And on the weekend, get yourself busy with whatever kind of chores you got going on. And then Monday, start the shit all over again.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always felt that the movie Braveheart speaks to the heart of a man and the adventure that's been placed in our heart. And adventure is different for everybody. But that, there's just something about it that makes you come alive when you watch the battle scene.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And he's giving his speech as he's riding back and forth on his horse in front of the army. Like, you're like, come on, let's go. We're freaking, we're all in. Let's go. Let's do this. And we're not backing down. Right. Like, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's my
Deep.
what. Why.
Deep
When
answer.
you started this, I thought you were going to be like, my movie, my favorite movie.
I do have the
So
blue
well,
and he like puts all the makeup on. That would have
and
been,
grabs his sword.
yeah.
Oh. Are you sure your favorite movie isn't Braveheart just because you have that sword?
Yeah.
Was
this all?
Because it would be my favorite movie if I had
It was
that
on
sword
the list prior to the sword.
Okay. My favorite movie is Lord of War. It's a
spoof.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at how very different our personalities are.
Yeah.
About my favorite movie.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense too, right? So I don't even have to tell you what the movie is, and you guys are like,
yeah.
I get it.
Lord of War.
Lord of War. It's I think I don't know what a cult classic is. Like a cult classic is like not a super blockbuster movie or like super well known. It means like niche, right? Cult classic.
I'm actually not sure.
Okay. Well, it's a well known movie. In like. If you love movies. It actually has Nicolas Cage, who I'm not even that big of a fan of as an actor, except for Con Air. That was a great movie. But Lord of War is a little known movie, but has phenomenal reviews and the reason I love it is because in another life, I could have been a movie director or writer. Like I love movies. I've written scripts that just literally I've thrown out just because I don't know. I love writing and
Don't throw them out.
well, the first one I lost in by college computer, but then another one I wrote and just went away. I don't know. But the storytelling in it is such a unique position. I encourage everyone out there to simply go to YouTube and YouTube opening scene or like introduction to Lord of War. Like watch the introductory scene and it just blows my mind. And then it's a super interesting movie about an arms dealer who just gets sucked in, and I don't know. It's just a crazy, awesome movie. Storytelling is why I love it so much.
Wow.
Yep. He says, "What's Al's favorite movie?"
I mean,
might as well answer your own question.
Well, I mean, this is a tough. I'm walking into, Rob's got Braveheart, a tattoo of Mel Gibson on his chest. John's Lord of War.
Are you gonna say Finding Nemo or something?
Well, no, but I mean,
great movie, by the way.
A great movie. My favorite movie is actually Hitch. with
also a great movie.
It is a great movie. I mean, there's
very different genre.
Conquest of the world or lords of anything.
He's conquest of a woman. That's almost the same thing.
And there you have it. The perpetual conquest of the heart of a woman. That was so beautifully said, and that's why I love it. I love those kind of movies. I'm like a total sucker for romantic comedies, and I love Kevin James, one of my favorite. I think he's hilarious.
Did you know he went to Cortland for a semester or something like that?
I did know that. Yeah. And I just love that movie because I very much identify with that movie where when I was younger, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And then I kind of, learned more about how to, be a little smoother, a little more Hitch-like, a little more. I mean, it still doesn't work, but that's not the point. The movie is fantastic.
You should just bring your sacks everywhere. I don't understand how that just doesn't work.
No, because then I end up looking like I'm just,
in it for the sacks.
Yeah, then it's just put my hat down and start collecting money, which let's hope it doesn't come to that. But
as long as it's a cowboy hat.
So that's my favorite movie's Hitch.
Awesome.
Can I go back to backers?
Yeah, sure. If you're ready,
feeling it, yeah.
I'm feeling it, man.
Go fast.
This one's
jump
ready.
in.
What's one thing you remember from either one or both of your parents of them saying to you or telling you, one thing that was stuck with you forever?
This is same question for both of us.
Yeah.
So terrible memory over here. So Rob, you go first.
Stuck.
Listen. So when you guys ask me the questions, I don't even whatever comes into my head first, right?
Yeah, totally.
So the one thing I remember, because my parents divorced when I was 13.
Okay.
First thing that popped in my head when you said that was my dad told me he hates coconut.
Why?
He does not like coconut. I
actually don't love coconut either. So
I don't know. That's the one, and I remember that. That was 30 plus years ago.
Okay.
First thing that popped in my head.
I hate coconut.
I think it happened around Easter when we used to get those. They were homemade Easter chocolate eggs. They're probably this big in a box.
Oh, I hate those.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved the coconut one. He's like, I hate coconut.
I hate coconut.
You know what's weird though? I love coconuts out of a coconut. If you go to the Bahamas or somewhere and you have the coconut,
oh yeah,
I actually love that. But everywhere else,
shredded,
hate it.
So you don't like synthetic coconut? You like real coconut?
I guess. I don't know. The coconut meat. I think they call it the meat.
Yep.
It's still got the water in it, the coconut milk and everything. For some reason, it's good. But yeah, I guess synthetic. Yeah, I don't like that. I do like coconut oil though. That's So I feel bad because my parents were amazing and shaped who I am. But I don't remember concrete things that they've said. I just know, I learned from their actions, right? So, that's my way of making this better, that I don't remember, things that they said. But But like I learned by the way they like acted and treated people. I honestly cannot remember something that stuck with me. Like I could tell you the last thing I remember my mom saying ever, but like that just doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah. Sorry.
that's all right.
Okay.
all
I got
good?
a question. Al, question for you.
Yes.
If you were given $1 million today at 8:59 p.m., tax-free,
I'm listening.
what would you do with it? And describe every penny. Like,
Oh, are you seriously?
like
Penny?
I mean,
it would be gone. It would be evaporated in like a week.
I know that's why I asked every penny because I knew, like, if I asked Rob this question, he'd be like, "Well, you know, I invested here and then with compounding and like,
I mean, $1 million bucks.
I wanted to have fun with this one, so $1 million bucks.
Oh God, $1 million. Somebody keep track of my math because I may overspend this and then actually go into debt.
Like, which would actually happen in real life, also.
Yeah, you're at $2 million now. Ooh.
All right, go ahead.
Right off the bat, I would pay off all of my debt, all of my family's debt, whatever it is.
Yeah, you don't have to go into that.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. And then
let's assume it's you know whatever.
just
under
say
half.
it's like the 200 grand, like total.
Sure.
Everybody,
Okay, you got 800 grand to go.
800 grand to go. Oh gosh, 800 grand to go. I would definitely. I don't really like care about. I would probably go buy a. I would probably go not buy. I would build like a nice 2 to 3, maybe a $250,000 house.
Yep.
You know, just build it. Then that's
too big, but like great.
yeah,
stuff,
just enough to be
great.
like. Yeah, like I don't like my bathroom, and instead of remodeling my bathroom, I would just go buy a new house and use this as a rental, and that's it.
Smart. Yep.
200.
Okay.
I would probably not get a new car just yet because I love my car. It's paid off. And honestly, if the debt's paid, I
You
would.
had about 450, I think.
I'm at 450.
Right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, so 800, and I spent. What did I spend? 250.
Yeah. I mean, you spent 450 so far. Sorry, so you're at 550.
Then I would probably take $100,000 and disperse it over a bunch of local charities that I was tied to or close to.
Commendable.
Just whatever. You figure it out what's what and go do that. And then what's left? I got 300,000 left, or how much left?
$450,000.
Then I would probably.
Did you buy new equipment?
Oh, then you know what I would do? I would build a place for my mom, a new house, get her set up, get rid of all her stuff. Neighborhood's going down. I don't like it. But anyway, and then, let's say I got 300,000 left. I would invest it and just let it make money.
Really? I thought you were going vacations.
Oh no, dude. I mean, that's built in. No, I am very, very passionate about using money to make more money.
Good for you.
Very passionate. Like that's one of my passions. Like when I get money, I figure out a way to like put it into something that's going to make more money.
Good for you, brother.
Because that's it.
Yeah. So because that's smart. And Al, you're a smart mofo. Yes.
So you've shared with everybody that in your younger years you've done some pretty crazy shit in your life.
Correct.
Here's the question. What's the next adventure you'll do as a family?
So Lindsay and I had a great conversation. We have awesome conversations on the way back from the Adirondack Mountains. About life and family and where we're going and what we want to do and are we doing the right things and all that kind of stuff, right? So on the way home today, we talked about continuing to build our businesses that allow us to go and do whatever we want. So we talked about being able to share time between Florida, the Adirondacks, and Syracuse, and being able to bounce between with no matter how many kids we have in tow, right? So we're talking like, can the kids split school districts? We know a couple that did that, where like they do half the year in Florida, half the year in the Adirondacks, actually. Back and forth, right? Like, is that good? Are the kids going to like it? Is that good for them? Like, we were talking about that. So that's a long-term adventure. But then we were talking also about taking the family back to Ireland. Well, we would go back to Ireland. Like, our kids have never been there. But that's where we got engaged on the cliffs of Moher. And like, we stayed at this. If anybody goes to Ireland, you got to go check out the Lake House, which is this old as fuck. I don't even know how old it is, but like old, like White House looking mansion thing. It's like, it's kind of like this shaped. If you look at it from the top, so if you're looking at the roof, it looks like this, and it sort of like wraps around the lake. So you're like, no matter what room you're in, you're looking out onto the lake, and it's got outdoor hot tubs, and it's really in the middle of nowhere, Ireland. That, and then the Ballantine, Ballyhinnick, I could Google it here in a minute, but castle. It's a bunch of presidents have been there. It's a fly fishing, like you can go in, you can rent like fly fishing rods and like the boots or whatever you hike up to your nipples, those things. And just phenomenal grounds. Like Ireland, number one, is just old school. It's literally, I think, where Braveheart was shot. Maybe parts of Scotland too. But it's just got that old school feel. So next adventure as a family will probably be Ireland once we can fly places again safely.
I'm thinking a NoBull Ireland tour.
Oh yeah.
Because we want to go back and do the northern part.
We did nope, we did the southern. Probably like you. We went down and then across.
Yep.
To Dublin.
Yep.
Is that where you
started? We did Dublin, across and down and back to Dublin. Yep.
Yeah, sure, I'm in.
Al's in. Let's go.
Right, let's do it.
Look it up.
All right.
Am I up?
Do it.
Go ahead. Yep. I got a couple left for each of you, but whatever.
You only get one super. This is for both of you. You only get one superpower. That's it. It's the only thing you can do. You had one job. You get one superpower. What is it?
See into the future.
See into the future? Oh, God. Okay. All right. Rob?
You know why? Terminator.
Wait a minute.
Because I could see the damage and then try to fix it today.
That's what I was going to say. If you can see into the future, but can you change it or can you just see it?
I mean,
it's a big thing.
I'd be able to change it. Like I would want to see it. Yeah.
Okay.
So like Terminator, they can see into the future, or they're in the future. I guess they come back. That's a little bit different. But I want to be able to see into the future
and then change it,
and then be able to, do whatever today.
Manipulate. Okay.
Yeah. Like if I know how to make $1 trillion in the future in a positive way, I'm going to make $1 trillion and then pay for shit that needs to be paid for and supported and whatever today to make sure the other damaging shit down the road doesn't happen. Can I have a second superpower to make sure I'm super fucking smart to do the right thing with that superpower?
Okay. So genius, you're a genius future. You're a genius psychic.
I'm a genius future seer.
Yeah. Okay.
My superhero name, by the way, is John the Humjagger, the genius future seer.
Yes.
Can't even say that straight.
Oh, look, it's a plane. It's John. It's super fucking.
Yeah, you can't even say it either.
I can't say it either.
Tongue twister. Got to work on the branding.
That's my thing. Tongue twister, Mr. Tongue Twister. All right. Time travel, Jake. All right, I'm with you. I see you. Rob, you're up.
He freaking stole mine.
Oh, he knows you so well.
Mine was wisdom. Like, I thought about a bunch of things, but ultimately wisdom to solve problems and to know how to fix things and whatever. Like, just wisdom.
What's your superhero name?
Ooh, put him on the spot.
In a future, we're running out of time, so we'll
Coach Wisdom.
Okay, we're done.
By the way, I think this is a really good opportunity for everybody watching this right now to put your superpower into the comments.
There you go.
Because this is a fun question.
What do you want to do? Oh, you only get one though. You can't. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah.
It's one and only.
Come on, everyone. Jake already put his in time travel.
Time travel.
So Rob and Jake are going to be time traveling together.
All
in
right,
the meantime, put
here's
those.
Here's a quick one for you. Hopefully, let's see.
Put those in the comments.
Al, if you were to consider running for public office,
Mm.
what one would it be?
Oh, well, I would be the mayor.
I love how I would be the mayor.
I would be the mayor.
Yes.
You already have the face, the look, the eyebrow. You already have the presentation going. I'd vote for you. I'd vote for you.
Hi. Yes, I want nothing to do with being the president of the United States. I would be the local mayor.
Rob, I got a question for you. What is one thing you want to get better at this year, this half a year?
Yep, that is my presentations on leadership, so that I can start to utilize what I've been practicing and studying for with my Maxwell certification.
Do it. Solid.
Bang.
Solid. Okay.
Target.
Always got a couple more. I got one more each.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
All right, John.
Oh, go, Rob, you go.
Interesting that you were you made mention.
And there goes Rob.
Oh no.
Al.
Yeah.
Name
And Lindsay coming back from the Adirondacks.
Rob, you're
So
cutting in.
here's the question.
Can you mute
superhero is Mr. Glitch?
Mute Rob for a minute, maybe? Rob, you're gone. Rob screenshotted his face. He's
That's
trying to
awesome.
just promote Blueprint. So he's like, I'm going to screenshot it right here.
Well, he's muted. No, I can't even mute him. Literally, I can't even. Okay, moving on.
Okay. Tech is blowing up. Al, name a pet peeve. Name something small. Like pet peeve, like small,
pet peeve.
insignificant.
Okay.
That they just get you.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I got a follow-up question.
For humans? Now we got two of Rob. There he is.
It's some technical difficulty. All right, did you guys hear any of that?
Nope. Al's got a quick answer, and then Rob, you can ask yours again.
A pet peeve for like with a human, another person?
Yeah, or just in general. Like, what's something that just grinds your gears?
I hate like when people are arrogant. Arrogance,
right there with you.
Like people that are like big time name droppers. Like and I don't mean like if it's in context, fine. Like we've got Gary Vee coming to our account. That's different. But like when you're out and it's just social and you're like, I hate arrogance. It makes me crazy.
Second part of the question: name something small that gets you giddy. Like the opposite of a pet peeve. I couldn't really think of what that would be like as a word, but like
something small. You say?
Might have answered my question right there.
Something small that makes me giddy.
Yeah, but like something people do, right? So like,
yeah, probably. I'm a Leo. If you couldn't tell for anybody watching, something small like when people like give compliments and they're unsolicited and they're like, especially if a woman's like, oh, you're very handsome. I'm like, oh, really? I get all kooky about it.
It just melts inside.
I take that in and I'm just like,
Hey, team, if you're watching this right now, can you just please clip what Al just did? And the sentence before it. Somebody gives me a compliment.
When somebody gives me a compliment as a Leo, true Leo fashion. It's not me, it's astrology. I love it.
Me. It's astrology.
It's not
awesome.
Me, it's astrology.
Solid. So real quick, Nick's superpower is bottomless stomach.
The Pit.
Superhero name, The Pit.
Nick the Pit Pacha. Or that could be a wrestling name.
Ooh. Either
Nick the Pit.
If he had superpowers, although if it was eating, that I don't know if that would help him with his wrestling career, but it'd be a great name.
Either way, he wins.
Rob, ask your question. Let's start on.
All right. So you were talking about your chats with Lindsay on the way back from the Adirondacks. So I had a question. Yes. So this works out good. If someone were to approach you today to become their CMO, Chief Marketing Officer, What would it take to get you to sell both your companies and go do it?
Oh, Rob, you're bomb today, dude.
That's a great.
God.
I would have to. First of all, this is highly unlikely. However,
Never say never.
Apple.
if a company came to me and it was a company with a significant growth trajectory over the next decade, like it was just an amazing company with leadership that was empathetic to its employees, to culture, had a great mission. So a great company, lots of growth, and great leadership, that were just great humans. And, obviously the financial upside was significant enough, for me to be able to make that move. I would go work for that company and I would help them grow it, knowing and communicating with them that there's a good chance 5 years, 10 years down the road that I'm gonna have to go back to entrepreneurship. It's inevitable. Like, I would be completely honest with them, but it would be a killer opportunity for me to do something really great for a great company. It'd be a really great opportunity for me to make connections. So Rob, you understand this part, the networking piece. I started an agency with no marketing connections, like zero. And it's been an uphill battle. This past year or two was really hit the crux of like people starting to actually know us and grow. But that's really the combination that would make me do it.
I have a business question related to this because I know we're not like doing businessy stuff today, but I got to ask. So let's say the company, all those things are true, right? Everything checks. Let's say the salary is some exorbitant amount, like, 1.2 mil or something like that, or whatever it is. Who cares? Would you attempt to say, okay, I get it. I'm not going to try to go back and forth on this because I know what the salary is, but I'd rather do this. You keep the salary the same. Instead of hiring me as an employee, hire my company, and you get them to outsource the marketing job to the company. You will get significantly less in profit to you personally, but it goes to the company. You'll still have to pay all your employees. Everything's coming out of pocket, but it's a fixed rate. But they say, okay, yeah, if we get an entire team of people for this price, would you take that deal, or would you offer that deal, or would you say, I'm going to go solo and then go back to the company?
Two things. I've actually been asked that before.
Okay.
Much smaller numbers, by the way.
Well,
but yeah. And it didn't work out. It was a lot of smoke and mirrors and kind of things like that. Okay. So I would absolutely consider it. And I would just, I would have to see, like, one, it would have to be fair to my team, right? So if they were going to get the budget that I would get anyways as the CMO, well then, yeah, like that.
Yeah, they get it.
That would be a no-brainer, right? So like and by budget, I mean there's different, there's like fees, right, where you pay an agency or you pay salary, but then there's ad budget, which is on top of that. So if it was apples to apples, like I get a $10 million budget a year for marketing ad spend,
it's all the same.
And either I'm the CMO and I go and hire agencies and do that kind of stuff, or they hire Good Monster for that, and we get the same paid media budget. Yeah, I'd go that. If that was on the table.
Would you take the risk to pitch that as a if they're coming at you, they don't care about Good Monster. Would you take the risk of them rescinding the offer just to try to pitch the counter offer?
Absolutely, because if they were the type of company that I wanted to work for, like, they wouldn't rescind the offer.
Right.
If I presented them an option that was, quite frankly, a lot better than the previous one they pitched to me. Right? Yes. Yeah, it's great.
Cool.
Al, I gotta have you in on my business meetings. Like that's we were in another NoBull related meeting,
Mm-hmm.
which you jumped in a very risky way, and it worked out very well, if you remember correctly.
I'll have to remember what we're talking about.
At a certain taco shop.
Certain taco shop. Yes, I remember.
Hey,
I did take a significant risk. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
and it was a grand slam. So kudos.
What steals of the walls? Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
All right. So while we're getting, we're gonna be getting ready for the trivia tonight. So while we're getting those questions ready to go, John, here's a continuation of the question I just asked.
Okay, I'll answer, and then we're gonna head right into trivia.
Perfect.
10 minutes. Shit.
All right. So if you were to do something else in business, so now you're back to being an entrepreneur. If you were to do something else in business and you couldn't be in marketing or fitness, what would that be and why?
Can't be in marketing.
No
Or
marketing,
fitness.
marketing or fitness. So completely unknown to you. Now you're going to rely strictly on your business savvy.
I would write scripts for movies or TV, and then I'd parlay that into maybe director. Although, like, I always wanted to be a director, but I'm not actually sure. I might like just to write the movies or like be writer director, but like that would be the other business I either go into or start myself. I mean, I know nothing about the movie industry, but that's something, as I mentioned earlier, that I've always. It's just like movie ideas and like the creative direction of like movies and stuff like that has always just sort of come naturally to me. So that'd be it.
Okay.
Cool.
Lindsay's ready to go. Ready?
All right. So to everyone out there, just a reminder, this is the section, our charity trivia segment, where we, the three of us, answer random trivia questions. We get the answer right, then we donate $5 per right answer to the charity that we have for our Sunday wildcard. Today's charity is Black Girls Code. Here's the first question.
All right. First question, boys. What is the color of Donald Duck's bow tie? Thank goodness she's giving us multiple choice out the gate.
Oh, I mean, this is
A, red, B, yellow, C, blue, or D, white?
it's definitely not white.
It's
Yellow.
blue.
I'm going with yellow.
What's the right answer? Judges?
Blue.
We got a little delay here. I gotta get the Jeopardy music for now.
I almost thought red though. I'm saying
I wanna
blue's my
say
answer,
red.
but
I want to say red so bad, but I think it's yellow. Although the beak is yellow, so I don't think it's actually yellow anymore.
yeah, that'd be
Red.
like a fashion.
It's red. It's red.
I should have
Freaking
gone
red.
with my gut.
Stupid.
So zero. Man, not off to a good start.
God.
Okay.
And we got multiple choice. All right, next. Who? Oh, John, you better know this, or else your next career is off to a bad start. Who was the director of The Godfather?
Martin
Oh.
Scorsese.
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese.
I mean, we don't need that's thank God.
Yeah.
$15.
I know. If I didn't know that one, I
Yeah,
would
like-
end my own movie career.
2 Italians and a movie director. If we don't get that,
Wait, 2 Italians. Who's Italian?
Rob, he lives in Utica, so it counts.
Oh, okay. Automatically 100% Italian.
Yeah, if you live in Utica, it doesn't mean you just become Italian.
It's true. This is true. Like I feel like
Ford Coppola.
What?
oh, such an idiot.
We suck.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
Francis Ford Coppola.
Martin Scorsese.
I know.
What?
We were like all high on our horse, and I was like, "Yeah, I should." Okay, so I'm out of the movie industry. See you guys.
Done. All right.
Yes,
come
it's
on,
Francis Ford
come on.
Coppola.
John,
He was
this
the
is
original gangster
a
movie.
quick one from John, and I don't know the answer. Sorry.
Yeah, John, we're close, but we're not that close.
We never even talked to him.
Yeah, we talk with his
All right.
team, everybody else, but
Next question. How many blue stripes are there on the U.S. flag? Should I
0.
just turn around and look?
No, 0. Wait, it is 0.
0.
Six. 7
Lynn's trying to
13.
throw a fast one on us.
or 0.
Thank God Rob has the first actual flag ever made and behind him.
I know, right? What if we all got it
0.
wrong? He's got it behind his head.
Just trying to run up money for the charity.
Yeah, thank God. Lynn's, my wife's so smart. She snuck like a layup in right after the
freebie.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's $15 right there.
Oh, praise God.
Francis
right.
Ford Coppola.
What a
Yes.
stupid. I mean,
First of
zero
all,
How
strike.
many letters are there? Oh, wait. She gives us a slam dunk and then this.
Oh my
How
God.
many letters are there in the German alphabet?
we don't get multiple choice for this one.
I mean, whatever. 41.
So let's say we're going to say closest without going over within 5.
Guys, I don't even know how many letters are in the English alphabet off the top of my head.
I think
26?
Say 20. So I'm going to say 30 in the German.
I'm going to say 41.
I'm going to say, wait, what'd you say, Rob?
30.
41. German. I can't even picture what it looks like. 33.
All right. Closest within 5 without going over.
Oh, shit. Rob, or Al, you said 31?
I said 41.
30, 41, 33.
No, go 53 for me.
All right. 30, 41, 53. While we're waiting for that,
30.
Oh,
Close.
there it is.
$5?
$5.
God, I should have stuck with 33.
Jake,
Jake.
when did Gary start Wine Library? Ugh.
Don't know. Again, not very.
I feel like I can guess. Well, that's a tricky question because his father started it.
But he started Wine
When
Library.
he started the
Over?
Wine Library TV, 2007. I'll get $5 if I get this right.
Jake,
Jake,
get us the
you
answer.
set up for us, Jake, and let us know.
Yeah, Jake, if I get 2007.
Did you say 07?
07.
When
Yeah,
did YouTube come out?
I feel like 07.
I don't know.
He didn't start on YouTube though. He started on Vidler. Man, why can't I get some Gary Vee?
All right, I'm going to say you can say 07. You got Al. You got a guess?
By the way, I think his birthday is
saying-
like September 13th.
I'm saying 2005. He gets into Wine Library.
All right, I'm going to say. Oh, would you say John 7?
I think 2007.
2005, 2007,
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7. Jake, hook us up with the answer, brother.
All right, in 2016, which musician won the Nobel Peace Prize for Literature? Was it Lenny Kravitz, Clapton, Dylan, or Elton?
Bob Dylan.
For literature?
I'm going to say Clapton.
So somebody who writes really great music.
Well, really great literature.
Oh, they wouldn't count it? They wouldn't.
Well, I mean, they would, but
Which musician won the Nobel Peace Prize for Literature?
I'm going Dylan.
I would say Dylan, yeah.
I'm saying Clapton.
Okay.
And I just scored us $5 with Wine
Jake.
Library in 06.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
All right.
Okay, so there's that.
While we're waiting on that, what's the world's record for the heaviest baby born in the USA? 11, 17, 22, or 14 pounds?
By the way, Rebecca delivers babies for a living.
Okay.
I'm going to go with 22.
I'm going to say 22 as well.
Bob Dylan,
All right, there's $10.
Frank.
$10.
Hank.
So heaviest baby, I would say 17 pounds.
All right, 22, 22, and 17. Next question. How many seasons of Seinfeld were there? I think
Oh, that was a long.
I was going to say 9 or 11. I'm going to say 9.
11, yeah. I'm going to go with 10.
10.
Yeah, 10 sounds right to me.
John?
Too. I'll go with 10.
10. All right, 22 pounds, so it's $10 for the weights.
Fantastic.
You got 9, 10, and 10
Come on,
on.
let's get tons of girls coding here. What are we waiting on?
9.
Seasons of Seinfeld.
9. There's $5 for me.
That was 9.
Rob, I feel like you're on fire right now.
Rob's carrying the team.
Seriously.
What's next? We got 1 minute.
1 minute. We got one more question.
All right. Who was the 16th president of the United States? Lincoln, Nixon, Jackson, or Madison?
16th? I don't think that was Lincoln.
Washington.
I'm going to say
Was it?
Jackson.
Andrew Jackson or James Madison?
I'm going with Jackson.
It
Last
was.
question.
Andrew Jackson. James Madison, I'm pretty sure was earlier.
No, it's Jackson.
Andrew Jackson.
Oh,
Final answer.
All
it's-
three Jackson?
no, I think it's Jackson. No, what's Lincoln? Was it 14th?
All three Jackson?
All three Jackson.
I don't think it was Lincoln. I don't know. I'm terrible at history. I'll go with Jackson.
Oh, I knew it.
Frick.
Well, there it is.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Well,
What do we got for a tally, John?
Hey, we got
Tell
one
it.
more here. We got one more. Sneak it in.
Oop.
okay.
Movie
Last one.
Finding Nemo. Who plays the voice of Dory?
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres, right?
I don't
Dory is the blue one, right?
Don't know. I'm going with
Ellen.
L.
yeah, sure. Because I don't know. I never saw the movie.
Yeah. Okay. We'll carry on this one. It's Ellen. All right. So here we go. We got it's got to be. It's definitely Ellen.
Okay.
All right. So 15 is 30 plus 10 is 40.
There it is.
50, 60,
Add
$65.
Add another 15.
I did. I already added that in because I knew it was Ellen.
What do we have?
65 bones.
It's good.
$65.
Not
Guys,
bad.
we can do better.
I know.
Francis Ford Coppola.
They suck, man.
So disappointed.
We suck. Can we change the format? Because we suck so bad.
I know. We might have to change
What,
this.
Al, you
Or
have
get
to
smarter.
watch
Should we start studying? You know how like the Jeopardy people like study and they just know random questions?
I don't see us getting smarter at this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
All right.
you know what? I don't even know where Lindsay's getting these questions from. They're so hard sometimes.
I mean, some of them aren't though. Like Godfather, like it's literally if you look at the Godfather cover,
It says,
it says Francis Ford Coppola like in giant letters.
who is Francis Ford Coppola's famous nephew? For an additional $5.
The wine company?
No, his nephew.
Oh, there's a wine company called Coppola. Actually, I
Yeah,
think he
no.
owns that company.
Nicolas
too.
Cage, $5. Add another 5, rounded up to 70.
Done. Wait, how did you not know who Francis Ford Coppola is, but you know who his nephew is?
I know who he is. I don't know his body of work.
The Godfather is like the body of
Just
work.
because I'm Italian doesn't mean I've watched every Italian movie.
All right, everyone.
Questions.
We're closing out the show. I hope you had a laugh today at our stupidity. But we did raise some money for charity, so we raised $70. Remember, every Sunday we go live. We raise money for a different charity every week. We answer some of your trivia questions, some trivia questions that we had ahead of time, and we spent a little time learning a little bit more about the three of us and what we're building, this rocket ship known as NoBull. But we're taking a week off. So this coming week, we won't have any episodes that come out. We will be recording episodes because we have a new format. Our guest shows, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to be recording ahead of time. Then they will be put out on social platforms. We're working on making them super widespread across all the platforms, and we're working on trying to still make them live. Basically, they're going to be distributed live, but they'll be pre-recorded, if that makes sense. But the three of us can then be in the chat, kind of chatting with everybody during it. So bear with us as we work on that. This week, we'll be taking some time off. We'll see you back here next Sunday. Have your trivia questions ready. As always, we're super appreciative to those that tune in. Thank you so much. We love you as we're building this thing to have you along supporting us. So if you do not already, subscribe, YouTube, Facebook, follow us, share, because that's the way we're going to grow. Thanks, everyone. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, fellas.
Cheers.
Cheers to life and business. May you prosper in both.
Bang.